Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance is normal time as usual. Ending with maintenance is the Aldore Tower Investigation Rerun, and that seems to be it that's ending this week. And new, we actually have a collab I wasn't expecting, so we're getting Parasite Eve collab. So we have our login for that. They're giving us Leftia for free. We're getting 30 shards only for Brea, the new unit. We're getting 50 shards for Leftia, and then there's just some lapis and extra bonuses throughout the login. We get 21 total days of the login for that. Banner shop, normal there. They're doing their XVS campaigns, so pretty standard. It's what they always run when they do this, the half energy, half guild, all chambers. Hill of Fortune bundles coming back. Should be the same price as usual there. They're doing their bonus lapis and everything, so just they've run this quite a bit lately since the anniversary, I believe. And then they are doing, just like Lightning, there are some other units that have a rate up on the banner, and they're doing the 15 curated tickets for one of the other rate up units, essentially. So, Aya Brea, we did get some information from the live stream. She's a true Brave Shift unit. Base is Earth, Shift is Fire, so they gave us some rate up on Fire and Earth units to partner with her. And the featured units are essentially Snowvlinka, Flaring Rain, Blades of Black Flame Reagan, Dark Knight Dwayne, and Van Harma. They also mentioned Snowvlinka, her cooldown that boosts her limit. Right now it's an 80x LB boost. They are boosting that to a 210 modifier. So a little boost for her. The others aren't getting any boost from the live stream. They're running some special banners post anniversary, so I believe this is just renamed of what they ran before. So you get 10 units, Rainbow or Neovision, 3% Neovision rate. You're guaranteed 8 Neovisions and then 2 Neovisions from a curated pool. And unless they updated that curated pool though, the last time I looked into that, it's supposed to be premium only units, but they didn't get up to Squall yet for adding to that pool, so not sure on everybody that's included on that banner. And then they're bringing back the Lapis banner, so you can get some units and a random amount of Lapis. So that one is definitely going to be a cash banner. And they show you the rates for the bonus Lapis. I forget how much the special value banner was though. And for Parasite Eve, we are getting a 10+1 daily summon. We're still going to be running our weekly 15 summon as well. So that's quite nice there. And it looks like we're getting 3 total weeks of a 10+1 summon, which is really nice. We got some new vision cards to look at. So we get one for the new unit. She's not premium, so that's going to help out. But maxed out, 120 attack and spirits, 100% attack and spirit, 50% limit damage. We get 50% killer for beast, demon, human, dragon, and birds. So that's a lot of killers. 50% double hand attack. And then 300 attack and spirit. So not bad overall. A lot of killers on that is nice. A little bit of spirit adds a little bit of bulk to the unit, plus 100% spirit for magic attacks. We're getting a global limited card. So we got the Blood Moon with the Elesperus art there. So for this, 1500 health, 135 attack, 100% health and attack, 500 flat health and attack. And then the second ability, boost damage of certain limits at the beginning of battle. This, I think, is the same thing from the Cool Smile card, but it's not locked to anybody. So this should be morale limits for the first 5 turns only. I'm going to guess it's only going to be a 50 modifier. If they do more than 50 modifier, that's going to be really nice. But even this is going to be nice because it's not locked to Brave Exvius only units. So the Cool Smile card, the LB boost was only Brave Exvius units, so we couldn't use it on 2B. This one is not locked, so we could use it on 2B as long as it's the morale limits, which I believe it should be. And then for the third ability, locked to Brave Exvius only units, we have a ramping dark boost, but you can cast this on anybody, which is really nice for these. So overall, I really like this card. I definitely want to get the card. It's got a lot of good stuff. The limit stuff on it is nice. I'm only expecting 50, but if they do more than 50, it's going to be really nice. And then being able to give a dark boost to somebody else is quite nice. And then they are starting to add in the other cards, the other elemental cards. So this card is going to be just in the random summon pool. So when you get a Neo Vision, you get a random vision card. This one's getting added to that pool. It's going to be the only way to get the card for now. And they are going to make us max it out, which is fine. But maxed out, 170 attack and magic, and then 80% attack and magic, 100% limit damage, and 500 flat attack and magic. Locked to Earth category only units. So we finally got our Earth card. Still missing the wind card. We'll see when they decide to put that in, but it should get added to the pool just like they did this one. But it's nice that they're finally adding those in. It's just going to be completely random when you get it. We got our clash information. So interesting sprite overall. Human, demon, plant. We knew that. Fire, earth, dark. Knew all that information already. So their special ability for us is going to be boost earth resist 150. So most likely earth is going to be the main resist to have as far as the boss's attacks. Scoring notes they have here. So they're going to do morale at the end of the fight maxed out at 180, 180% or above instead of doing the total turns. So, expecting this boss to be rather bulky or have some healing mechanics and whatnot, because they're essentially saying they don't expect us to do it in 10 turns. And then new challenge option, 175% health on the boss, so that's definitely going to add bulk to it. So we'll see just how many turns it takes to clear this fight. And then the rest of the information, pretty much the same. So nothing new as far as this season of Clash. Then we do have a special event dungeon for Parasite Eve. And box summon event. Clash of Wills category is going to be our bonus. So the items we can get for this, and we have to max them out as we can see the +1. So accessory, 58 attack and spirit, 30% wind and dark resist, 25% limit damage. It's okay. We get a gun, which pretty much going to be the best gun for Aya, I believe, because of the flat attack. But 220 attack, two-handed gun. Aya will get 750 attack from it. Everybody else can get 50% demon and human killer. And there's a materia, so 50% dark resist and nullify blind, paralyze, and confusion. Materia is not as good as the other items. I mean, it could be useful, but we do have a bunch of stuff that has dark resist on it. So I guess if you really need all that together in one slot, it's good. And then there's also going to be a special challenge against the Ultimate Being. We'll get Mystery Crystal and everything there. So it doesn't seem to be locked to anything. We'll see if they added in a Clash of Wills unit category mission or not for that. And then we have our banner. So featured unit is just the new Aya Brea. But like I said, we do have essentially a rate up on the other units as well, just like they did with the Lightning Banner, and we do have a special card step up. So it's 28,000 it looks like to get the card. We do get 5 tickets. We need 10 for a pity. And then for the step up itself afterwards, I do believe we have to go essentially almost twice, because I don't see any tickets on that free step. So I believe it's like 53,000 or so if you get the card and then hit the other banner to go to pity. So Aya Brea, Obviously, brand new global unit. We don't have anything on the JP side to look at, but they did give us a tiny bit of information from the live stream. So the base form is attacker and healer. The base form is earth focused. She does have a boost, 100% earth boost for herself and a 60% earth boost for the rest of the party. It's only good for 2 turns, so it's just your setup move there. Her base limit is a one-hit finisher. And then her Brave Shift is fire focused. Her Limit Burst is a chaining move. I don't know what chain family it is on though. They did mention that her shift will have a 180 fire amp just for Clash morale fights. Hopefully she has a 150 because I'm assuming her 100 Earth in the base is just going to be it. I don't think she's going to have a 150 Earth, but we'll see. Because most of the dual element type units usually have one at 150, the other one either gets nothing or a 100. But her shift is probably going to be the higher damage, as shift is marked as just attacker. The base is attacker and a healer, which the healer tag on the base form does open up some possibilities with the accessories where we can get killers from the healer only accessories. So we'll have to wait for the data mine to see the full kit, but there are some possibilities there. Super Trust, clothing, 140 attack, 30 defense, 55 spirit. She'll get 500 flat attack and spirit. Everybody else can get 50% attack and spirit. We get 100% demon and human killer. So they're fairly common killers, but 100% of both in a single slot is really nice. And 50% double hand attack, which is really nice as well. Regular Trust is just an accessory, 65 attack. She'll get 250 attack. Everybody else will get 50% limit damage and 50% double hand. So that's pretty nice as well. The double hand plus LV damage is rather nice. And it looks like adding in the gun just from items, that's 1500 flat attack added just from the 3 items for just Aya. Leader skill is pretty much the go-to leader skill for Clash units. 300% for everything outside of morale fights and 500% in morale fights. So we have a bunch of units with this leader skill now. Featured EX ability, probably going to be EX3, 100% attack, defense, and spirit, 500 attack and spirit, and boost damage for chains by 200%. So I believe that's the lower end or chain speed. And then they show the 2 Magnuses, so the first one should be the base Magnus, and I believe in the live stream they said that's a 90% reduction mitigation for herself, 100% earth for herself, and 60% earth for the rest of the party, but it's only good for the 2 turns. And then the second one should be her shift Magnus, which is the 180 fire amp for just herself. And just information about the card exchange, which we already looked at the vision cards. And they do have a note. So iOS and Android new versions are coming. They say that the game's going to work on the new versions once the updates are done. However, there may be some bugs that they did not detect. If so, let them know essentially. There is a note for the iOS users. It looks like they won't be able to support the stickers after the iOS update though. And that's pretty much all the information we have. I'm kind of excited. I do like Parasite Eve. I did vote for this, and according to the live stream, I knew it was a few years ago. Apparently it was like 5 years ago that we did the vote for this collab, and I did vote for it as I beat all 3 games. So I'm excited. I do plan on pulling. Hopefully the kit is good. They did give us a bunch of information on the live stream. Essentially, they acknowledged that Alesper's kit was lacking. They're going to give her free boosts in the future, which means we shouldn't have to worry for a few months about them doing some bad unit kits, most likely. They're always good in the short term, but once we get to the long term, they start to forget what they said. We are getting some of the Dark Vision Abyss units. They're starting with Buffin, so the second one. The week after this, it looks like we're going to get Dark Visions, and just for clearing and getting the event points and ranking and stuff, we'll get tickets to be able to It sounded like a 110 version of just the special Abyss units from JP side. And at first it's just going to be the one unit. We'll have to see how that goes. But essentially collect tickets, get the unit for free on that one. They are going to give us a new series boss battle. I'm assuming that's going to be next week as well, as I didn't see it listed in the news here. There's going to be a free Tyvis from doing panel quests, although they did say one of that was going to be tied to the series boss battle, so that might not be till next week as well. So they did give us a bunch of information about 2 weeks, but they didn't give us a full information about the next week. So we don't know what the next week featured unit or anything is going to be. They only gave us information about the free Dark Vision unit. But that does confirm that we won't be seeing the actual Dark Vision's Abyss on Global, which would interfere with Clash of Wills with the schedule going in between. So maybe they'll use the bosses as special Dark Vision bosses for us. But we'll see what happens there. But as far as Parasite Eve, I do plan on pulling. We'll probably just go to single pity depending on how much luck I get pulling for the card first. Everybody that does decide to pull, good luck to you. And we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.